Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce. Today is going to be an unusual video because we have two completely separate videos in the same video. They're completely unrelated, but they're too short individually to be their own standalone videos, but too long to be a YouTube short, which I'm still not a fan of YouTube shorts. I don't think you guys are either. So we're going to combine two interesting videos into one decent sized video. First of all, we're going to talk about the Glock Loudner. When I was a kid, well, actually I was a teenager, I saw that on The Simpsons and I had to try that one day. I was like, I'm going to try the Glock Loudner one day, or a Loudner versus silencer one day. And today is the day I'm going to test that out. Also, the second video, we're going to talk about that poor soul who went overseas and forgot that he had some hunting ammunition in his bag. He's facing like 8 or 10 years in prison for that, which is insane. Don't you rain on me. Not supposed to rain today. Every single weather app tells me that it's supposed to be clear skies today, but that looks like a rain cloud. Anyway, I am terrified the night before a flight at what may be in my bag, and I just overlooked it. I go through that thing with a fine-tooth comb. I comb the desert practically, trying to find anything that might be left in my bag. So I have a solution to that, and we'll talk about that, as well as some pretty cool options from a company called 3 Pigeons. Headphone warning, I will not be lowering the decibel volume of the shots like I do in my normal videos. Today I'm shooting Full Metal Jacket, 147 grain, subsonic 9mm. When I get a control, just one round will do it because it doesn't get any quieter or louder with additional shots. And there we have the control. And I'm not going to shoot into steel or anything like that. I'm shooting into a berm, which is covered by grass and plants and trees and whatnot. So it should be pretty natural sounding to you guys, hopefully. The silencer we're using today, or suppressor, whatever we want to use, I don't judge, is going to be from Silencer Co. It's an Octane 45, which is meant for 45 caliber pistols, but to the ear, it is actually quieter than a 9mm suppressor when you're using subsonic ammo in most cases. So now we're going to put a couple rounds down range through the suppressor. All right, pretty dang quiet if I do say so myself. Now let's check out that Loudner, a Blunderbuss Glock. I've never seen something so awesomely stupid before this. A Blunderbuss Glock. All right, I have seen everything and now so have you. Let's see if this Loudner makes this Glock even louder. I don't know, was it louder? I'm not really sure. This reminds me of a product that used to be really, really popular a couple years ago, which was either called a blast can or a linear compensator. So it's just a can. It's not a silencer, it's not a suppressor. It doesn't do anything but control the air and gas coming out of the barrel and forcing it more down range, away from the shooter's hearing. Ideally, on paper, this is supposed to make it quieter to the shooter and I guess louder to the target area. I have no idea. I've never even screwed one of these on my guns before, so we're going to find out if it's louder or quieter or what. Honestly, weirdly enough, this kind of worked. Is it as quiet as a suppressor? Of course not. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. But even with my headphones on, I could hear a difference between this and the other Loudner, the comically made Loudner, and just a naked Glock by itself. I could definitely hear a difference with this, I guess, projecting sound away from the shooter. Will you guys hear a difference? I have no idea. And one last shot of the Glock Blunderbuss. I cannot get enough of this thing. This thing is stupid. It's hilarious. It's probably one of the better oddball things I've printed off on my 3D printer. And this thing was practically free. It cost me maybe 12 cents to print off the printer. Did it actually do its job though? I'm not sure. It definitely didn't make anything quieter. That's for dang sure. We've now made it to the third half of the video where we're going to talk about bags and that poor dude overseas, Tyler Winrick, I think that's his name. If not, I'll correct it up here somewhere. So this dude named Tyler goes overseas on vacation and forgot that he had a couple of rounds of ammunition in his luggage. How he got on a plane in the first place, I have no idea. I guess it was checked baggage. Not sure, don't know the details about that. Now, we can always do a hindsight 2020 and blame Tyler on this, but I am equally as guilty of using the same bag for everything. This is the bag that I use to go to the range. This is the bag that I use for going on flights, going on hiking trails, trips. I have changed my tune now since Tyler has gone overseas and faced 12 years in prison, I believe. Now, I will get the sentence was pretty much commuted, but I'll talk about that later. So before a flight, I used to go through this thing like a fine-tooth comb and try to find anything that might be left in there, including a spent shell casing. Since that story broke, I've been actively looking to replace this bag as my range bag. I'm still going to use this for travel and hiking and whatnot, but range bags, I needed something different and separate from this one. While I was looking for dedicated range bags, 3 Pigeons contacted me and they said, hey, we have this new thing. It's a backpack, rifle case, and range bag here, all backpack style designs. Would you like to review them and check them out? And I said, perfect timing, send them over. If you don't go to the range with multiple firearms like I do every time, then this is probably overkill. But if you do, then this will be a huge benefit in your transporting of firearms. So the range bag is split up into 2 separate compartments. You have the upper compartment where you have all kinds of storage and all that good stuff here. I got my headphones in there. Let's see, got ammo up here. So we have a lot of storage up here, and then down here is where this really comes into play and becomes awesome, and that is the fact that you can put 3 included pistol pouches. So there's my Glock 34 right there. It fits in here perfectly. Anything bigger than that, if you're walking around with like a 6-inch revolver, it's not going to fit in this. But we have that. Of course, it has mag space as well right there. And you just keep on pulling out more and more stuff. I can't remember what's in here. What is in here? Oh, the famous yeet cannon. I also think it's pretty cool that they use heat shrink tubing to end all the paracord knots. So then nothing frays out, although it's also melted inside there as well. So nothing's going to unravel from that unless you want it to. The second option they sent me here is a rifle bag that holds 2 rifles. I got a rifle and a shotgun in here. And it's also a backpack. Okay, so you plop down your double rifle case here. First of all, you got plenty of areas to hold on to various magazines and lights and whatnot. I think I've got another one here somewhere. Yes, here's a allusion to what we're talking about here. It's AK day today at the farm. And we have AK shotgun right there, and it's being held in these little pockets, and we got some straps there. You open up this sucker, and we have another AK underneath. Double AKs today on the farm. You can grab these, you take them out, you're good to go. And what's really cool is that this fits right behind my bench seat in my regular standard cab pickup truck. So in conclusion, I'm a big fan of the 3 Pigeons range bags. They have they've worked out very well for me. I've been taking them to the range for about a month and a half now to really test them out, because I don't just hawk a bunch of garbage on the internet. I test them out, and they have been kind of upset with how long I've delayed this video. But I told them, I was like, I'm going to test them out. I don't care. You can come at me if you want to, but I'm going to test them out before I mention them on a video. And I fully tested them out, and now I'm mentioning them on a video. They've worked out really well. I'll have links down below somewhere in the comment section. Usually I put things in the first comment. I'll pin that at the very top. Now, as far as that case is concerned, the judge has commuted with time served for that guy. So he gets to go home pretty soon. If not, he might already be home by the time this video hits the airwaves. But he still has to pay a $9,000 fine for them finding 3 or 4 rifle rounds in his luggage. That's got to be the most expensive ammo that a civilian can own. So yeah, you definitely want to have a range dedicated bag, and then a bag that never goes to the shooting range for travel, just for those reasons. Well guys, that's for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, go subscribe. A lot more is on the way. If you have any comments, questions, show ideas, leave that down in the comments below. I try to answer as many of those as possible, and as always, you guys have a great day. See ya.